Welcome to day 3 of the Linden So Long. We're doing the zipper fly today on the jean version. So, what you're going to do is put your front pieces together, right sides together, line them up. Make sure everything lines up in the crotch. And then you're going to take your ruler, let's see here, it's all messy. And on this top piece here, you're going to measure in 1 5/8 inches and make a mark. I just use Crayola. I have tons of them and they've always washed out for me, so I just stick with it. So you're going to start there, 1 5/8 inches, and then down here you're going to go at 5/8 of an inch. And you're going to do that all the way down. You're just going to draw a line connecting all those. If you're doing the skirt, you can just go straight down. So from here we're going to do a basting stitch. We'll baste all up here, and then when we get to the end of this fly, we're going to switch to a normal stitch. Make sure you back stitch a couple times to lock that in, and we're going to go all the way down. After that, we will cut there, and we will finish this edge with a serger or a zigzag. So I'll do that and I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so that's done. My basting stitch is done. And then I switch to a regular stitch and stitch through there. Then you cut up to that stitch where you switch to a regular stitch. And you serge or zigzag to finish those edges. From there we're going to open it up. You're going to press the fly flat. And then we're going to turn it over. You're going to make sure that fly is still pressed open when you do it. And we're going to top stitch all down through there. If you're doing the skirt, all the way to the bottom. If you're doing the shorts, all the way down to the bottom of the crotch. Making sure you catch all the seams and the fly. And we'll stop there and I'll be back. So front's top stitched, as you can see, zipper flies top stitched over, and so is the crotch curve. So we'll flip it over, right sides together again, and we're going to set it down, and we're going to move this left side of the fly out of the way. We're going to take that zipper and place it face down. You want that stop to come up at least 1/2 inch from the bottom of that fly, and about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the seam. So we're going to do that, pin that once you get it all measured, and then you're going to stitch 1/8 of an inch over, about as close as you can with your zipper foot, all the way up just on that right side. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see this well. So that stop is about 1/2 inch from the bottom, and that zipper is about 1/4 inch over from the seam there. You can do 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. I just did 1/4 inch. And then we're going to stitch on the right side as close as you can get it, all the way down. Alright, so we're stitched. What you're going to do is flip that over, and you're going to top stitch it 1/8 of an inch from that seam line once again. Okay, so then we're going to attach that zipper to the other side of the zipper flap. We're just going to bring that over. You're going to make sure it's flat, but you don't want to pull it too much because you don't want that top part to pull apart where it's just basted. I've had that issue on the last pair, so you want to make sure it's flat against the two pieces, but it's not pulling. And you're going to stitch down right by the zipper, about 1/8 of an inch, and then right by the seam. Okay, so I'm going to head into the other side. So zipper is in, which is awesome. If you've never done zipper before, they're so much easier than you would think. They're really not bad at all. So from there, we're going to top stitch. We're going to do the top stitch, the fly top stitch little thing there. So one thing you want to keep in mind is the zipper stop here. I'm going to adjust it a little bit because I always forget when I go back to top stitch that 1/4 inch in. So I'm just going to bring it down just slightly. The waistband's going to go up anyway, so think it'll be okay. I'm tired of breaking needles. So you're going to take that and you're going to trace it right around there. And then we'll top stitch there. And then we'll top stitch a 1/4 inch in from that initial one. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys my fancy lines. If you know me, you know I have absolutely no artistic ability whatsoever at all. So I have my line and then I made it 1/4 inch up. I did check to feel where that zipper stop was so I don't hit it again and break another needle. And we'll do that. Top stitching's done. I did the one and a 1/4 inch in, and then we're going to flip it over. You're going to take your fly extension, you're going to turn it inside out. You'll line it up. And that bottom edge, we're going to sew with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once you do that, we'll turn it back around the right side out, poke the corner out, iron it, and then we'll attach it to the shorts. Alright, so this is pressed, stitched, and folded back out. So you're going to place it on there, covering the left side of the fly extension. And you're going to sew it right at that line. And then after that, you'll go back, you'll trim off the excess fly extension there on both sides, and you'll serge or zigzag both sides so they're both finished. Okay, so fly extension is on. I stitched it over here, and then I finished that edge from the serger. Same on the side. I disengaged the blade before I did those two, but I meant to trim that side down, so I'll probably go back and do that. But my child woke up and was screaming, and yeah, kind of lost my train of thought there. So for your bar tacks, what you're going to do is, like I said, flip back over so your fly shield is still kind of hanging over on this side, and you're going to bar tack right here, this top stitch line. You're going to bar tack right there by the seam, and then on the outer one you're going to bar tack over there. Okay, and then we're done with the zipper fly. Okay, so bar tacks are done. You can go through with your seam ripper and pull that out, which is super exciting. And you can admire your working zipper. Yay! So from there, that's done. I will do another video on preparing your belt loops if you're doing them. I'm just doing the jean belt loops. They are not connected to the waistband. Anyways, I'll do another video for that.